Hello my dear students, this is Shumona Islam, lecturer, Department of English, Milestone College. How are you my dear students? I hope all of you are enjoying your online classes and trying to improve yourself and preparing for the coming future. Today I will be dealing with a text from English for today, and the text is People Who Stand Out, Jainul Abidin, the great artist. People who stand out means the people or person who are different or extraordinary, or you can say noticeable to everyone. I know all of you have heard his name and know about his outstanding and extraordinary talent as an artist. So dear students, before starting the passage, I want to give you the vocabularies so that you can understand the passage properly. The first word is depict, which means to portray or paint. Compassion means sympathy or empathy. Iconic means having the characteristics of icon, that means a role model or a person whom everyone wants to follow. That person or thing is called an icon or iconic. Knack means skill or talent. Visionary means dreamy or impractical, that means a person with imaginary qualities. And scroll means a roll of parchment or paper for writing or painting on. Constitution is the basic principles and laws of a nation, state or social group that determine the powers and duties of the government and guarantee certain rights to the people in it. So, Constitution is the thing that every government has to rule the country, and it consists of the laws and rights of people of the country. Milestone means a significant event. The reference of non-cooperation movement is given in the passage, so it would be better if you know about it earlier. It was a political movement launched by Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and Bangladesh Awami League from 2nd March to 25th March 1971. The purpose of the movement was to seek autonomy for East Pakistan from the central government of Pakistan. Autonomy means to make a self-government. Then abundance means plenty. Intensify is heighten or increase. Dynamic is energetic. Commemorate means remember or pay tribute, that is to show respect to someone or something. Devastating means disastrous or destructive. Tribute is honor or gratitude. So let's start the passage now. The pioneer of Bangladeshi modern art, Jainul Abidin, is widely acclaimed for his Bengal famine sketches. So Jainul Abidin is widely praised for the famine sketches. Through the series of sketches, Jainul not only documented the harsh famine of 1943 but also showed its sinister face through the skeletal figures of the people destined to die of starvation in a man-made plight. It means that in those famine sketches, Jainul Abidin described or portrayed the miserable condition of the people of Bengal at that time. Then he depicted these extremely shocking pictures with human compassion. So he tried to sketch or portray the paintings with human compassion, that means his sympathy, which means he has a profound sympathy for the people of Bengal, and he tried to reflect it in those sketches. He made his own ink by burning charcoal and used cheap ordinary packing paper for sketching. Using the ink and applying the brush where necessary, he produced the drawings and sketches which later became iconic images of human suffering. So he used very ordinary things to make his sketches, and those simple or ordinary sketches have become the icon for everyone and spreaded message for all. Then, Jainul developed a knack for drawing and painting when he was a high school student. That means from his very early childhood he developed the skill of painting. After completing high school, he took admission in the Government School of Art, Calcutta, now Kolkata. He graduated with the first position in first class in 1938. He was appointed a teacher of the art school while he was still a student there. So, he was the teacher of the same institution where he was studying, and at the same time of his being a student, he had become the teacher of that institution. He also attended the Slade School of Arts, London during 1951 and 52. Jainul Abidin is considered the founding father of Bangladeshi art. He was an artist of outstanding talent and earned international reputation. For his artistic and visionary qualities, he is referred to as Shilpacharya, meaning great teacher of art in Bangladesh. So, we people of Bangladesh know him as Shilpacharya or Shilpacharya. Next, he was the first principal of the first art school in Dhaka in East Pakistan, now Bangladesh. He organized the Nabanno Harvest exhibition in 1969. The exhibition included a 65 feet long scroll portraying the rural East Pakistan in phases from abundance to poverty. So, his another important art or painting is the Nabanno or Harvest, which is a 65 feet long scroll, that means a roll of paper where he has painted and at the same time depicted the picture of the sufferings of the people of Bengal from abundance to poverty. That means from the stage of riches or wealth to the stage of need and want. This intensified the already heightened non-cooperation movement against the Pakistani regime, and that Nabanno painting or that exhibition heightened, that means increased the tension of non-cooperation movement. It geared up the movement and it had a great impact on the people of Bengal. The exhibition was symbolic of the Bangladesh artists' protest and a milestone in our struggle for cultural and political freedom. So, that exhibition was to reflect the protest of the artists of Bangladesh to raise their voice against the Pakistani rulers and for the freedom of the people of Bangladesh. So, this is the picture of Nabanno where we can see the suffering people of Bengal. Jainul's dynamic style of work is evident in a 30 feet long scroll painting called Monpura, which was done to commemorate the death of hundreds and thousands of people in the devastating cyclone of 1970. In his another artwork that is named Monpura, which is also a 30 feet long scroll where he has portrayed the death of hundreds and thousands of people of Bengal in 1970s in the cyclone. He made the painting to commemorate or to remember or to show respect to the people. Then he designed the pages of the Constitution of the Bangladesh. He founded the Folk Art Museum at Sonargaon and also Jainul Abidin Sangrohshala, a gallery of his own works in Mymensingh in 1975. The river Brahmaputra played a vital role in his paintings and was a source of inspiration all through his career. Much of his childhood was spent near the scenic river Brahmaputra. So, from this passage we have learned that he had got a great inspiration from the river Brahmaputra, and he spent his childhood there, and the beauty of the river Brahmaputra helped him to develop his aesthetic sense and at the same time developed his skill as a painter. A series of watercolors that Jainul did as his tribute to the river earned him the Governor's Gold Medal in an All India exhibition in 1938. This was the first time that he came into spotlight, and this award gave him the confidence to create his own visual style. So, his love for the river Brahmaputra helped him to get the Governor's Gold Medal, as because he was successful to paint or represent the river, the beauty of the river to the people. And this achievement also helped him to get confidence to develop his skills as an artist. Jainul Abidin was born in Kishoreganj on 29 December 1914 and died in Dhaka on 28 May 1976. So, this passage and the information is adapted from the Daily Star, Thursday, July 16 in 2012. So, that's all about the passage. In this passage, we have got many information about Jainul Abidin. He is one of the greatest artists of Bangladesh who had made the people of Bengal feel proud, and his love for the people of the country is praiseworthy. So, now it's time to give some activity. I want to give you some questions to answer. The first question is, write in detail how Jainul Abidin portrayed the sufferings of people. Then number 2 is, what influence did the river Brahmaputra have on Jainul Abidin? How did he show this influence in his work? What did these works earn him in his life? So, you can get these answers from reading the passage again. At the same time, I will suggest you to learn the vocabularies and learn the synonyms of the words so that you can use them in future writings, and it will surely help you to develop your writing skill. So, that's all for today. Thank you for attending the class properly. Hope to see you in my next class. Till then, Allah Hafiz.